It's Tuesday, the 8th of May, 2018, and welcome to Navigating Your Day. In Jinshin Jitsu, Safety Energy Lock number 8 came into the universe meaning rhythm, strength, and peace. So today we have the opportunity to connect to that energy of rhythm, strength, and peace. And we are rhythmic beings. Human beings love rhythm. The human body really is attuned to rhythm. So the closer we can live with the natural rhythms of nature and the world, the more in tune we are and the more rhythmic we are essentially, and the more strength and peace we actually experience. So what I mean by creatures of rhythm is we need to ideally go to sleep at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning. It's a rhythm, it's routine. We tend to eat at more or less the same time during the day. So 8 is about routine. 8s love boundaries and routines because that creates a rhythm. And the rhythm provides stability and strength, and that stability and strength is what gives us peace. So when you have daily rhythm, when you have rhythm, sleep rhythms, eating rhythms, working rhythms, exercise rhythms. In fact, when you schedule, the better you schedule your life, and I don't mean schedule your life like force yourself to, I don't know, do something you hate at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if we actually scheduled our health, the way in which we schedule our business, then we would create that rhythm for ourselves, and that would create the strength so that when the pawpaw strikes the fan, as it invariably does during our lives, we have more resilience and our bounce back is better. So it doesn't mean that the schedule has to be so rigidly adhered to that it wants you to, I don't know, it makes you want to jump off a bridge. It's that schedule and that regular rhythm is there to provide a foundation for you so that when you do have to burn the midnight oil, when you do have to meet that deadline, when you do want to go to that crazy trance party, you don't end up getting sick afterwards. 8 is a number of practicality. It's about providing solutions. The more strength and peace we have, the more clarity we tend to have, and the more we can actually find practical solutions for our lives. So 8 is a practical solution provider. 8s are also about finishing. 8s are very dutiful and responsible, and so finishing tasks is really important. Again, the better you schedule it, the more chance you have of getting it done. So that is really the energy of the 8. Now you might go, oh, but Loretta, I'm a free spirit and I don't want to be scheduled. That's fine. You don't have to be scheduled, and you can be a free spirit and you can have an erratic rhythm. I must be quite honest with you. The people that I have met that actually are more like that, they, I don't know, have different kind of lives, right? And so that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying not to be judgmental, actually, which is I'm trying not to actually impose my value system on you. I'm just saying it's fine. You don't have to have a schedule. You can go with the schedule of nature. You can wake up in the morning and you can at sunrise, and you can go to bed at sunset, and you can work in your garden for 4 hours if that's what you feel like doing, and you can live only on how you feel and do things that you want to do in the moment, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you actually want to make some sort of progress in terms of increasing your performance or get a goal done or expand into a different version of yourself or anything, you know what, if you want to become a good meditator and you just arbitrarily think you're going to meditate whenever you feel like it, you're probably not going to become very good at meditating. Whereas if you decide that it works for you to meditate between 5:30 and 6 in the morning, and you make that a scheduled activity and you stick to it with discipline, then after a while you are going to become a much better meditator. And because you're a better meditator, you're going to reap the rewards of that. So I'm not trying to make it sound like we all need to be super driven, to be super achievers and, I don't know, rich and famous. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that we are naturally humans we are creatures of growth and expansion. That's what we want. You know, when you're a little baby, imagine when you're a baby, right? Everything gets done for you. Why would you want to change that? Why would you want to learn to like talk and walk and feed yourself? Because we're creatures of growth and expansion, and that is our inherent nature. So 8 helps you to schedule. So if there's something that you want to schedule, 8 will help you get practical with it. 8 will help you implement practical strategies to get to where you want to go. The 5 from May, here's the one for the free spirits, right? 5 says, don't hem me in. Don't give me routines. It makes me feel claustrophobic. I don't want to do this, right? And then when they are hemmed in, they become rebellious. So it's a balance. Remember, we want a balance. You want to have the structure so that you actually have those boundaries. And then, you know what, if today you really don't feel like doing X and you have the freedom to do Y, by all means, blow the schedule and do whatever it is that you really want to do. So 5 helps us to resonate and connect with that energy as well. 5 is about adapting. 5 is about 8 is about getting the job done and then having fun. 5 will try and convince you to have the fun without getting the job done. If you allow yourself to schedule the fun once the job is over, you'll keep the 8 and the 5 happy today. The number from 2018 is the 2, of course. So we've got 8, which is an earth number. We've got 5, which is an air number. And we've got 2, which is a water number. And that is about emotion. And so again, you know, the 2 is to help to keep the 8 in check, because 8s can become extreme. 8s can be like, get the job done at all costs. The deadline is all that counts. It doesn't matter if we don't eat and we don't sleep and we don't see anybody. We've just got to get the job done. Now, sometimes that is necessary. But 2 in the from 2018 helps us to maintain perspective. It helps us to realize that, you know what, are you going to die? Am I going to die if this doesn't get done today? No. Is the world going to end? No. Is it going to make a significant difference to world peace if we don't get this done? No. Okay, so maybe actually I can check in with, how does this make me feel, and is this nurturing for me or punishing for me right now, and is there a way that I can be more balanced about it? The hero today, I've spoken so much about the others I've forgotten. The hero today is the 6, and 6 is about appreciating beauty. 6 is about being discriminating. 6 is about seeing the beautiful even where apparently the beautiful doesn't seem to be. Because remember, that both sides are always there. So if it looks incredibly beautiful, there's got to be ugly. And if it's really ugly, there's got to be beautiful. And 6 in the hero position helps us to connect to that energy today. It helps us to appreciate the beauty within ourselves. It helps us to appreciate the beauty in taking time to nourish and nurture ourselves. It helps us to appreciate the beauty maybe in skiving off a little bit. If the dutiful 8 is really trying to get you going, you know, the 6 helps you appreciate that maybe, you know, you can actually just be kind to yourself, you know, and that actually you can nurture yourself a bit better. And you can see the beauty in other people, and it helps you see beauty in what seems like ugly situations, and it helps you see harmony where there seems to be only chaos. That is the energy of the 6 in the hero position today. Very powerful. The villain today is a 5. So when we have 5 in the villain position, then we very often end up with analysis paralysis. In other words, we get so overwhelmed with anxiety because of the deadline that the practical 8 can't actually get us to finish the job. So do be aware of that. Be aware of excessive anxiety today. That 5, as I said, in the villain position can become so overly analytical that it starts freaking itself out, right? So if you are feeling anxious today, then connect to the energy of the 6. So try and do something that makes something that beautiful. Look at something beautiful. Look at some beautiful art. Smell a flower. Go and appreciate a beautiful garden if you can. Look at images of it on Google if you can't get out of your office or your house or whatever it is. If you can connect to that beautiful energy, the peace and the balance, if you can appreciate the balance, then you will actually decrease the anxiety. You could, of course, also hold your thumb, because your thumb helps to harmonize worry and anxiety. Or you can hold the finger for safety interlock number 8 so that you can have access to that rhythm and the strength and the balance, which we have potential to connect with today, and you can hold your middle finger for that. So your middle finger helps to harmonize safety energy lock number 8. It also helps to harmonize the liver and gallbladder organ function energies, and it harmonizes that energy of trusting and believing in yourself, believing in the universe, believing in the greater good, and trusting that you will actually be okay. And it helps to harmonize disappointment, anger, resentment, and guilt. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow.